Here's a quick review of the 7-seater Ford Everest. How is it as a family vehicle to really use the 7 seats in the vehicle? So I'm going to give you a walkthrough of the vehicle and how we've used it today on our outing. We went for a baby photo shoot, and we had to pack everyone in. That's 2 car seats and 2 other kids, and then my wife and myself. So the Ford Everest has a lot of space. It is a very spacious vehicle. In front, it's very well appointed. As you can see here, really nice amenities. Really comfortable. This is the top of the line spec. This is the limited version, so it has all the leather trim, leather seats and all of that. And if we go around this side, as I showed before, this is where the baby seat goes, and then we put the pram in the boot. And the boot is going to be very small because I've got the 7 seats up, and I'll show you a little bit later how one is able to get in there. Okay, so now I'm going to show you where the that failed. Okay, so now I'm going to show you where the pram would be fitting into this car with the 7 seats up. As you can see, it's not the smallest pram, but it just fits in there. It just fits in, and that's with the 7 seats up. So we managed to get all 4 children in. That's 2 car seats. My other 2.5-year-old daughter, her car seat was over here, so she could easily see, and she had her own cup holder, and my other daughter was over there, and my wife over there, and my baby over there, and then my son right in front of me, and then me at the driver's seat. So managed to get everyone in, and it was a successful trip. Everyone was sitting in comfort, and we really enjoyed using the Everest today on our outing. So getting in and out of this car, I just want to give you a quick show of how one would get into the back of this car. So if you look over here, you basically grab this lever over here, pull it all the way, and then the whole seat would be sliding forward. Okay, and that's going to give you that little bit of a step over there and a little bit of an entryway into the back of the vehicle. So now I'm going to be climbing in here, and not too difficult. So now I'm in the car, not too cramped. Can do this on very short trips. So pull this back. See, so if the seat's sitting like that, I have some space here. I'm about 176 centimeters. I don't know what that is in inches, but would be able to sit in here reasonably comfortably for shorter distances. Would not want to be in here for very long journeys. But yeah, otherwise pretty cool, very nice view from where I'm sitting. If you look, that's sort of the view I'd have. Quite spacious. I have a little window here, doesn't open. I have my own air vent over here, so I can direct the aircon to wherever I want it to be. Works very well. The aircon in this car works very, very well. We have seat belts here for the back passengers. So overall, quite comfortable. We have panoramic sunroof, and this comes with a limited edition. This sunroof does go back there, and then goes all the way back, so all of this is open over here. So that's a really, really nice feature. So I just want to show you quite a really nice feature is this. In the limited edition, you have these little buttons here, which basically allows you to flip the seats, the rearmost seats, down or up, whichever position you want it. Just made sure that there was nothing there stopping them, and you just push the button there, and that pops down. Oh, we've got a seat belt that got a little bit hooked, but otherwise that worked well like that. And let me just pull this there like that, and I'm going to pop that one down, and that folds down nicely. And so you have a quite a flat surface there, and yeah, very easy to use, very cool, and then gives you a massive boot to fill up with whatever you need. One other feature that I'm going to show you is that, which was an optional extra that we had to buy, but basically there where you see those little sort of cutouts, that's where we put the rear parcel shelf cover. Alright, so essentially that's it over there, and we're just going to take this and then pop it into the vehicle. Alright, so you're going to take it, and now I'm going to do this with one hand, but basically you would put it in like that. Initially you would want to get it into that hole over there, and then you get it over there and pop it in there. Alright, and that's it. Now it's in. And what you want to do is then also take these seat belts here and then pop them into the little slot over here. I'm doing this all one-handed, but basically that's how that would go. And then we're going to do this side, and this just keeps the seat belts nicely tucked out of the way. Alright, and that's there. Okay, and now you can then take the parcel shelf cover, you could pull it all the way back, pop it in there, and that's going to give you a nice protected area to hide all your belongings in the boot or in the trunk from those prying eyes. We really have these other two features which are really cool. If you want to block off anyone looking in there, maybe you've got some valuables you want to make sure that no one can see, you'd then just attach these to the rear headrest extension arms, and it's going to then give you that covering over there. So that's really nice, and it then, because it's flexible, it can come in and out. Basically, whenever you move the rear seat, you can adjust it forward or backwards for leg room. It's going to adjust with that. So that's also really nice feature. Okay, and of course we have the automatic tailgate button. So you just push the button there, and the tailgate's going to close automatically. And as you can see here, we have a little bit of gap over there, but in general everything is pretty much closed up. And you're not really going to be able to see. It's very bad lighting here, but basically, yeah, when you've got these pulled over here, your whole parcel shop is pretty much covered up, and it also keeps the sun off whatever you want, and if you've got groceries or anything like that. So very cool, very nice. As you can see here, we've got vents here for the middle row seats essentially. Also very good, very powerful air conditioning system in this car. And what I'm going to show you now is, if I just move this bag, is here we've got the air conditioning controls for the rear. You've got your speed controls, you've got where you want it to blow, whether it's below the feet or up towards your head. You've got a 12-volt socket, and you've got a AC output for any like laptops or anything like that. So that's also really cool. Okay, so that was a tour of the Ford Everest 7-seater being used as a family wagon or family transport vehicle, when you really need those 7 seats. And there are other 7-seaters out there. You've got the Land Rover Discovery, and there are a few others, I think some of the Mercedes brands, but way more luxurious and expensive. But this one fits nicely in that price bracket, and it has really good off-road ability. But when you really need it to transport your family, in my view, it's perfect. It works very well, it's very spacious, and that's this end of this review. But I'm going to be covering this vehicle's interior from a driver's point of view. So you're looking at the climate control, the steering, the automatic features, the park distance control, the automatic parking feature, which is quite nice, the lane assist and all those type of things. So I'll cover that in the next video. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.